Hello and welcome to the final episode of our top 50 changes I want to see in FIFA career mode. Now the trailer has launched, well, you know, just that little rubbish thing that says, oh yeah, we've got Cristiano Ronaldo, all that jazz. You know most of these things aren't going to be implemented into the game as yet, but maybe one or two of them we might get lucky and we might get to see them. But let's just get into the final five. Hopefully you've enjoyed this series and let me know in the comments down below your favorite idea out of the top 50. Let's get into the final five. Alright, number 5 is something that's a little bit controversial, but something I would like to see brought into FIFA, and that is the player growth to come not from just their potential or their training, but for how they play in the game. So maybe there is some sort of algorithm that can be implemented into the game, and you know, you play that 60 overall player in every game for the season. He doesn't get any training, he doesn't have the potential, but he performs well. He has that higher rating for the game. Maybe he comes through with 8s and 8.5s, and maybe that gives him a little bit of a stat boost because he's getting that game time, he's getting real game exposure, and I think that is a better way for players to grow. The players that you use day in, day out should be the players that are getting that growth. I want to see that. I think it's something that needs to be brought in. It's just to overtrain, undertrain. Their physical growth just glitches out and they don't work anymore. There's just too many hit and miss things. Give me the opportunity to play the players I want to play and let them grow naturally through on-game experience. Alright, we're into number 4 now, and the idea for number 4 is obviously create your own team. You used to be able to do this back on the PlayStation 3. They had the creation center. You could build a team on your computer and upload it into the game and play with them. Do the kits, do the badges, give them the name the stadium, just everything. Just give us the opportunity to take that team. I mean, they've got that other teams, sort of real world teams that are out there that don't have their own league, but they're available in the game. Why not give us the option to bring our own team in, our own Super 11, bring our own players in, create a complete custom side, and you know, that will give us a longevity for the gameplay. Maybe a new team gets promoted and you want to create them and put them into the game. Maybe your favorite team isn't in the game and you want to create them. Just give us more opportunity to create and enjoy FIFA. Alright, idea number 3 is to customize your stadium. Now, if you're like me, you like a Road to Glory kind of series, you start off in League 2 and you're playing at some shitty little park downtown that only holds 2,000 people. Now, there's objectives within the game to create revenue from ticket sales. Well, why not give us the option to upgrade our stadium through the career mode? Maybe we invest some of our transfer budget into building a new stand, and that gets created within the game. You can see that as you move through the seasons, and eventually you build up this big stadium around you, you increase the amount of ticket sales, and you can generate more revenue that way for your team. So by the time you get to the Premier League, you're not still playing at fucking Town Park. Alright, here we go. It is number 2. We're nearly there. It's been a long road, but thank you very much for if you've watched any of the videos in this series. But option number 2 I want to see is something that I call manager changes. Now, through a career mode, you know, Arsene Wenger, for the entirety of that career mode, will stay at Arsenal. You know, he's probably 90 years old by the time this bloody career mode finishes in 2030 or whatever. He should have been past his prime. Now, what I want to see implemented is a different scenario where there's managers on their own little free agency list, and you know, you get relegated and a manager actually gets fired, a new manager comes in. Now, to add to this, I want to also say that this manager has his own attributes. He has his own formation that he likes to use, his own tactics that he likes to use, and maybe a set of transfer targets that he likes so that he can build his formation and tactics. So, for instance, if like Jose Mourinho coming in, so Manchester United likes to play that, let's sit at the back and park the bus after we've got one goal. Well, he obviously needs transfer targets more for defenders, not for strikers. So at the start of the career mode, Manchester United are trying to sign 5-6 strikers. Well, if that new manager comes in, well, maybe the algorithm changes and it will really change how the dynamic of the career mode works with managerial changes. And, you know, if you come up against Manchester United in Season 1 compared to Season 5, if they do get a new manager, maybe it's a completely different way that you're playing against that side. I think it'll be something really interesting and something that I'd really like to see put forward. to the FIFA developers. Alright, here we go. Option idea number 1. Now, this has been my number 1 thing since what? FIFA 15? It is export your career mode team. Now, you spend 5, 10, 15 seasons playing your career mode, you get to the end, you've got this absolutely outstanding team, and that's it. You're done. There's nothing else you can do with it. Well, why not give us the option to export that team so that we can use it for friendly play with our friends that come around? They're like, oh, I want to be Chelsea. You're like, okay, well, I'm going Cheltenham. And they're like, Cheltenham? But you've built that team up over 10 seasons, your youth academy, your transfers, everything is there. You export that team, bam, you can play that in a friendly. And to take it the next step further, take it online. Now, back in FIFA 15, there was a glitch. You could export your team, and we used it in the Youth Squad Cup. Cutsy, Bama, and SGH Sports, we got together, we exported our youth teams, and we played off against each other, and it was absolutely incredible. It's the one thing that I want to see put into FIFA. Export that career mode team, fucking give it to me, and I will buy. Give it to me. Export career mode team, make it happen. Right, so that wraps up our full set here, the 6 installments of my top 50 ideas for FIFA Career Mode. Hopefully you've enjoyed the series. Please do leave some comments down below on which was your favourite idea from the top 50. And hopefully, you never know, maybe some FIFA developer out there will actually watch some of these videos. Make sure you're sharing it on social media. Share it with every FIFA YouTuber that you know. We need to get this message out there that we want to change for Career Mode. We need some attention to it. And I don't care if it's not making you as much money as you think. People play this game. It is the format that I love, and I just want to see at least something to show that they still care about us. Thanks very much for tuning into this entire series. We'll see you next time. I'm Sparring DK, it's 5 o'clock somewhere, and you have a good one.